What's the word with the relatives? What's going on? I am your host, Learning and Building. Back with some more learning and building. I want to talk to you about a neighborhood we're all familiar with. But what if I told you this wasn't just a neighborhood? This was a fully built economy for us, by us. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a place where our families built wealth, businesses, and opportunity. They called it Black Wall Street. I call it the American Wall Street. But either one is fine. And what existed here was far more powerful than most people realize. Hotels like the Gurley Hotel and the Stratford Hotel stood as symbols of our success, black success at that time. They used the misnomer to reclassify us thousands of times, hundreds of thousands, it feels like. These weren't small buildings. They were luxury establishments, serving a thriving community. But it didn't stop there. There were theaters, like the Dreamland Theater, where families gathered, where music played, where culture lived. And along these streets, there were doctors, surgeons, dentists, our professionals, American professionals, serving their own community at a time when opportunities were limited everywhere else. Lawyers ran their own practices, protecting businesses, handling property, building generational wealth. There were banks, financial systems, money circulating within the community. And then there were the everyday businesses, grocery stores, where families brought their food. Come on, I said grocery stores, where families bought their food. Clothing stores, selling suits, dresses, and goods. Tailor shops, crafting custom clothing. Barber shops, where conversations happened, where community was built. Beauty salons, run by our entrepreneurs, the so-called black entrepreneur, serving the so-called black women, melanated women. Restaurants, cafes, bakeries, places filled with life. Auto shops, repair businesses, skilled workers, people building, fixing, creating. There were real estate offices, insurance companies, printing businesses, newspapers. And I've been covering a little bit of those on my TikTok, on my Talk Tick. Go ahead and follow. Like the video, share it, bookmark. We got to spread this information. Information, ownership, control. Information plus ownership plus control equals Black Wall Street. And behind these businesses were real people building something powerful. Take O.W. Gurley, or Ottawa Gurley. He purchased large amounts of land in Greenwood and made a decision that would change everything. He sold that land, but only to the so-called black family, our families, our ancestors, our houses, for our well-being. That decision created opportunity, ownership, and a foundation for wealth. His Gurley Hotel wasn't just a building. It became a hub for businesses, for travelers, for the community. And then there was J.B. Stratford. He built one of the largest black-owned hotels in the United States. And remember what I said about that word black, okay? Those are misnomers. If I'm saying black, it's just for contextual purposes. Everybody doesn't all wake up at one time, but day by day we will continue to wake up. The Stratford Hotel had dozens of rooms, a dining hall, luxury accommodations. This wasn't survival. This was success at the highest level. And just down the street, the Dreamland Theater, owned by John Williams, was filled with life. People gathered there for entertainment, films, music. It was a place where the community could breathe and celebrate itself. Then there was A.J. Smitherman, the founder of the Tulsa Star newspaper. His publication gave a voice to the community, shared news, and spoke on issues that many others ignored. Information was power, and Greenwood had it. Doctors like A.C. Jackson were known for their skill and excellence. It was said he was one of the most respected black surgeons in the country, serving patients, saving lives, building trust in the community. Entrepreneurs like Simon Berry created transportation services, even running a taxi system with multiple cars, moving people throughout the district. This wasn't just business. No. This was infrastructure. And all along Greenwood Avenue, there were grocery stores, tailor shops, barber shops, restaurants. Each one owned, operated, and supported by the community. Exactly what we could use today. And I know it's being done. So if you see something happening, go be a part of the project. Don't destroy the project. Every dollar circulated within Greenwood. Every business strengthened another. This was more than a collection of shops. This was a system, a network, an economy built on unity and ownership. Over 100 so-called black-owned businesses, all working together. Let me repeat. Over 100 businesses owned by us, all working together. Money stayed in the community. Wealth circulated. This wasn't just success. Nah, this was independence. But in 1921, everything changed. In less than 24 hours, homes burned, businesses destroyed, entire blocks erased, hotels gone, theaters gone, shops gone, generations of wealth gone. Insurance claims were denied. Families were left with nothing. And that was once one of the most powerful black economies in America. Remember, in closing, black is a misnomer. Do not allow people to call you that. Know your history, know where you come from. Go talk to Big Mama. Go talk to your cousins. Listen to the relatives. Check out content. The internet is at our disposal. Let's get used to it. And what I was saying was, in what was once one of the most powerful economies in America was reduced to ashes. Imagine what this would be worth today if it still stood. And they're still making moves. But imagine, right? Imagine. Imagine the businesses. Imagine the wealth, the legacy that could have continued. And also know, this wasn't the only one.